But that gets into my theory of the British Empire still is running shit. And I think they run that. I think they run Saudi Arabia. I think they probably have their hooks in India and China too. That's my opinion. And you're completely 100% correct. You're 100.
You said they were. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. Well, my whole theory is that, he is doing a lot of great stuff. I mean, I don't want to make this really crazy. I would go full homo for President Trump if he got rid of the Federal Reserve, dude.
Oh, so
I'd go gay for Trump.
You'll go
I'd
gay.
be gay as shit for Trump.
You'll go gay and he'll get a forehead tattoo.
Yeah, if he got rid of the Fed and got rid of the IRS, full homo, bro. Full homo.
Actually,
Well,
get rid of the IRS, just the tax.
They're going to.
Tax.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a delay in my headphone. What did you say?
What'd you say, Johnny?
No, just the federal income tax and the of course.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
And both, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he flirted with that again yesterday, talking about income tax.
He's talking about it right now.
I don't. Has anyone actually done the math? Is it possible to replace the income from the federal income tax with tariffs? Do you think that's practical? Because if it is, let's do that shit.
Well,
but look at what we do with the money that we already spend anyway. We have roads falling apart,
waste.
bridges collapsing. It takes 15 years to rebuild the Baltimore Bridge. And my wife's from Tokyo, and I told her that, and she said 15 years. She said we can build a bridge in like a couple of maybe a year or two.
Yes.
Why does it take so long?
Yes, and that's when Trump goes in and goes to, again, and like I'm 52 years old. I don't trust any of these people, and I like when Trump does something good. Yay! When Trump does something bad, boo! That's what I'm going to do. And
that's being objective. That's what we should be doing.
Right. Now, I will tell you, if you're talking about getting rid of the Fed, you're fucking with the FBI and intelligence agencies, right? I mean, if you add Israel to that, that's the JFK plan right there. We know how that ended. So, so I give him a little bit, because we all know he's a Zionist. And I'm not condoning that, but there is a game to get played that you need to play to keep your head intact, literally, right? So I'm not giving him an excuse. I'm just saying we've seen what happens when you go, and then he's going after the cartels, which is the mob again. Okay, so he's going after all the same people that
and there's a lot of parallels to two different things. There's a lot of parallels to Octavianus, the first emperor of Rome. When he took power, he instituted what was called Pax Romana, which meant the Golden Age. And that is literally what Trump is calling his administration, right? Golden Age. And he wanted to listen to this. This is crazy. If you look up Pax Romana, P-A-X, and then Romana, you'll find that the definition of Pax Romana is the Roman peace, the golden age of Augustus, the first Caesar. He wanted to reinstate law and order. And just like Trump said at the inauguration speech, he wants to expand the borders of the United States. Well, that's exactly what Augustus wanted to do, expand the borders of the Roman Empire to keep the military busy so that he could retain his power and control of the Senate and control of the people. So whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, there are incredible parallels to history. Democrats will say Trump's like Hitler. They're right, but not for the right reasons. Trump is like Hitler, but in a good way. First thing Hitler did when he got in office and he merged the chancellorship and became Führer, he got rid of the illegal immigrants. That was his first policy. If you're here in the country illegally, get out. That's what Trump's doing. It's not really a matter of liking Hitler, liking a Roman emperor, hating a Roman emperor. It's just a matter of fact of history, and it shouldn't make us question what's happening today as much as what we think happened in the past. Maybe Augustus was not the person we thought he was. Maybe Hitler was a slight bit different than what we thought he was. It's not good or bad, but that's part of the historical narratives that we were talking about earlier and how things can be spun and twisted and distorted.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 100. I mean, I'm on stage right now, and you want to talk about weird energy? When I started talking about Hitler on stage and how he wouldn't even be starting on a all-genocide basketball team, he would be coming off the bench, right? So, like, you get quiet when I mention Jews, like we're going to be goose-stepping. It's like, what are we talking about here? But the point of this is that, people put out the statistic, how many people Barack Obama deported, how many people Clinton deported, how many people Joe Biden deported. Not Joe Biden, I forget who it was. There was another president. But it was in the millions.
Yeah.
And this is where the Democrats get in trouble. Is they create this giant like fury over something, and then they just get showed that their guy did it and did it even worse.
They don't know what to say. Some of them don't even know that Obama deported more people.
Here's what makes me sad with the fires right now, and you guys tell me if you think I'm wrong. It seems like everyone's almost moved on, and that Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom seem to have been able to survive this. I get no sense, I get no feel on the street of people going, we have to get them out of office, even if you don't want to believe this is purposeful, okay? That there's no groundswell to go, hey man, we know this isn't your fault, but you did make decisions that helped to lead to this. You got to